Hi, Science Trainer Gamer, and here I'm going to talk about my purple Digimon deck. So, first, I want to say that this deck has evolved quite a bit, and it didn't always have these amount of cards. Definitely BT5, there's been some changes, but purple's very flexible. There's a lot of cards that complement each other to varying degrees, and so there's definitely a lot of recipes for making a purple deck. And I'm not going to say that the recipe that I'm showing you guys today is going to be the final one. Might not even be my final one today. I constantly play test my decks with each other. I'll go to events and play, and from there I'll get ideas and see different things and try to mix up, or even just mix up the quantities. For example, at one point I had 4 of these, and I kind of realized maybe I don't need 4, maybe 3 or perhaps 2. And so I'll talk about some of the ways that you can edit this deck, or the purple decks in general, depending on your style. So what does this purple deck try to accomplish? How does this purple deck win? This purple deck wins by getting a lot of dudes out and attacking. So ChaosGallantmon, when something is deleted, bring something back. Anubismon, when it attacks, bring something back from the trash. These are great. Bring some dude outs and attack. Further, if you get something like Anubismon, then all those dudes that you bring back have rush. And so, an optimal way to play this would be you have Anubismon out, bring something back, attack. That can attack. If it gets deleted, if you have ChaosMon out, then what it'll do is it'll bring something else back. It gets rush, it can attack, right? I have a couple of the level 5s that when attacking, you may delete one of your other Digimon to suspend this. And so, right, you can delete something. You have ChaosGallantmon. You can, when you delete something, bring something back. If you have Metal Garurumon, you can attack. So that is the purpose of this deck. Specifically, for Megas, 2 ChaosGallantmons. When Digivolving, you may delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5s. And then when something is deleted, one of your Digimon is deleted, you may play a 1 level 3 purple Digimon from your trash without paying its memory costs. On play, effects do not activate. 2 of these, in the past I had Chimeramons, but I feel like evolving to a level 6 is going to be a little bit stronger and cheaper in memory. Chimeramon costs 7 to play. Metal Garurumons, I intended to have 2, but there was an error in the shipping, so I only got 1, but the second one will be on the way. So this is another one. When attacking, you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon from your trash without paying its memory costs. On play, effects don't activate. Currently I have 3 Anubismons. So let's see if I can get this to focus correctly. There you go. When you play a level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs, when Digivolving, play a level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs. Your turn, when you play Digimon from your trash, the Digimon gains rush for the turn. So everything that comes back from the trash gains haste, and that's great. That's the main strategy. What are my options? So this, normally you have 10 option slots, so hard to get the focus right. Sorry about that. So sorry for the edit, just trying to get this to focus correctly. Anyway, Omnimon's Ward. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon cards with the play cost of 8 or less from your trash without paying their memory costs. So 8 or less is basically going to be ultimate and down. That's great. If you have a newest one out and then you pick 2 rookies, then they both gain rush and you can swing that turn. Not sure if you'll have that much memory, but if you do, then they can swing that turn. When attacking, you may return a level 6 Digimon from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to its owner's hand to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a play cost of 12 or less. Play cost of 12 or less is going to be most Megas, not all of them, but it's going to be most. And that's nice, that you can delete basically a Mega when attacking once. That's strong. Other options. So I do like Jack Raid, so this deck actually has 3 of them. Main, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in your trash. Security, gain 2 memory, so that's great. And then Hell's Gate, I have 2 of these. More is an option. Hell's Gate deletes one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon. It's removal. One of the things I don't like about it is that for security effect, it doesn't activate. You get it to your hand, so you know you basically you're not going to get this for free. Asterisk. Other things, you know, again, it has 3 Jack Raids, and then I slotted this in there, the Back for Revenge. When one of your Digimon gains on deletion, play this card without paying its memory costs. So basically, when something is deleted, you get to bring it back, and then any on-play effects that Digimon played with this effect don't activate for the turn. That's fine. Again, it just ChaosMon has a big deletion focus. ChaosGallantmon has a big deletion focus, and so the Back for Revenge just kind of helps fuel that because it brings your dudes back. You have Anubismon, they gain Rush, etc., etc. What else does this deck have? 4 of these. What I like about this one is just the inheritable. When attacking, once per turn, delete one of your other Digimon to suspend. Right, ChaosGallantmon likes things deleted so it can bring them back. Metal Garurumon likes to unsuspend so it can attack again, brings more things back. Rare Garurumon has the same inheritable. The Black World Gramon has a Digiburst, so if you Digiburst 3, which is basically level 4, level 3, and a level 2, then you may play a level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost, so that's fine. Digiburst 3 is quite intensive, and so when you only have 4 or 5 eggs, you're not going to get that all the time. But if you did get it off, that's another nice bonus. Other ultimates, so Scalemeramon evolves for 2 and plays for 5, and that's cheap and that's nice. I don't like that it has a 60p attack. 60p is quite weak, and so there's Lady Devimon on the back has 8. These other dudes down here have 7. It's a weaker ultimate, and so I did play around with like Bakuramon, and that's fine. That Bakuramon has like more DP, but it's more expensive to play, so options there. Lady Devimon is great when digivolving, draw 2, trash 2, and of course when you digivolve you always draw 1, so it's basically draw 3. That's great. And then on your turn, inheritable, when you use an option, you can delete one of your opponent's level 3. There's a couple options here, so that's nice. Talking about champions now. So these are just kind of your staples. So the Retaliation Devimon, inheritable, Retaliation. When this is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling. That's great. 2 of those. These Devimons are quite pricey. Apparently they're like $10. The Balser one, blocker, 5 DP, great. And then, I don't want to spend 20 bucks to improve this deck when Vilemon is pretty good too. Evolve for 2, blocker, cool. Miramon, evolves for 1, champion, plays for 5, nice. And then these are the cards that are more focused to this deck specifically, and so Black Growlmon, when something is deleted, security attack +1. You have things that want to attack as megas, and so this is great. And then Garurumon, when something is deleted, gain a memory, and gaining memory is always great. So 4 of these total. I could see trading the Miramons for more of these. I think that's an option. Perhaps even the Blocker Devimons. Blocker Devimons are cheap and effective. Those are nice. For rookies, Labramon is great. You're going to be playing rookies often. When you play Labramon for 3, which is a normal cost, you get to draw 1, trash 1, cycle your hand, get more things that you want, get more options that you want, get more levels of Digimon that you want. That is helpful. 4 of these Gabumons. Let's see, get this to focus. When attacking, trigger, draw 1. Oh, inheritable. When attacking, draw 1 and trash 1. In BT6, there's going to be some cards that synergize with this very well. But even without that, draw 1, trash 1 when attacking, you're going to be winning attacking with this deck. That's nice. Currently, I have 3 of these. And so these are the Gabumons that are inheritable on deletion, draw 2, trash 1. You're going to be deleting things in this deck. You're going to be evolving things, and so even when you swing with the Mega and if it dies, at least you get some recompense by drawing 2, trash 1. That's nice. And then I don't have the playset here, so instead I have a Gazimon. So if your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects, This is, you know, there are cards that make things cheaper memory-wise. You know, some of these are right here, right? So having one is nice, and then with all these ways of bringing back rookies with your megas, like all 6 of them have a way to get this back in the trash. The goal would be to that, you know, definitely if you have it and you can play with it, evolve with it, that's nice. But probably discard it with one of your discard effects, and then if it's necessary, then bring it back. I could see running 2 of these, but probably 1 is all you're gonna need. And then here your cards that also have deletion effects. So Sukaimon I like because it's an inheritable gain of memory. Gaining of memory is great. Drawing cards and discarding cards is great too, but gaining of memory, you know, you're never going to complain. Sometimes when you have later in the game, when you have a big hand, the drawing cards is going to be less useful. And then the Guilmon on deletion, if it's deleted by an effect, right? So like your ultimates effects, then you gain a memory. And that's nice, especially when you can potentially do this multiple times in a single turn, depending on how many combos you have up. Finally, rookies. So, you know, and I play around with these quite a bit. You know, there's a Pagumons when attacking, trash from your deck. There's a Pagumons on deletion, trash 2 from your deck. But I think at the end of the day, Demi-Meramon, where you draw 1, trash 1, is going to be just the most utility. Every time this gets out, and if it dies, this is going to be useful. Later on, though, purple has ways to stack the trash very easily. And once you have 10, then the Digimon have Retaliation. Retaliation is a secret on deletion effect, because when one of the things is suspended, you can swing with something tiny, right? Retaliation, it dies, and then you kill the thing. So, you know, you probably don't want 4 of these, but I think with a mix is appropriate. Choices. How can you spice up this deck? So I will say, number one of the ways that I spiced up this deck was with these cards. So I had 1 Lucimon and 1 Mastemon, and then 4 Anubis. And so, you know, Mastemon can bring this back, and you get to trigger the on-play effect, so recovery +1. Purple likes to throw things in the trash, and then when you do throw them in the trash, once you have 10 or more, you can play this for substantially cheaper. So play this for 5, recovery +1, that's great. Anubismon has ways to get this out because it's just a level 3, it doesn't specify purple. And so this is one version where you kind of have 1 or 2 Lucimons and then Mastemons and Anubismons, and try to get Lucimon out to both get the recovery +1 and to swing with the, you know, so strength 10 DP. That's nice, and you know, definitely I had some wins with that. That deck might be better if you have 2 Lucimons, but Lucimon's a $100 card. You know, thoughts on the market are going to come later. This is a choice. Another choice is the Plutomon. So Plutomon, when Digivolving for 4, draw 2, and then, you know, when Digivolving you get another one, and then you can use a purple option card if the memory cost is 6 or less. Hellscape costs 6 or less, so this is one way where you can Digivolve and then Hellscape. One thing that I did once was I had 2 memory. I drew the Jack Raid, and then when I drew the Jack Raid, I played it, and then there was actually so many there was actually like 20 cards in my graveyard, and so I had 2 memory. I Digivolve, gave them 2, but then when I played Jack Raid immediately, I went back to my turn because we went back to 0. So that was fun. You know, can't do that with every single Plutomon play. And it's strong, right? It's efficient, but it doesn't necessarily, it's not a win condition. It's just you Digivolve, get rid of a Mega, and then attack, but then it's just a 12. It's just vanilla, I don't know. Something else that combos with Anubismon is a Crescarumon. So security attack +1, and that's always gravy. Digiburst 2, play 1 purple level 3 Digimon from your trash. And so with Anubismon they can risk, they can rush. So again, that's great, that works. But you know, we gotta be careful. It didn't win me enough, and the ball for 4 was more than I wanted. Other options, so I like Trump Sword. I like the Trump Sword activates from security, but it costs 7. And some decks, they'll just constantly be attacking. You can't get this off. So, play tested with it, and I'm not saying that it'll never be good, but I had trouble, and I think I prefer Hellscape. Revive from Darkness, so delete one of your purple Digimon, then you can play level 5 purple or lower purple Digimon from your trash. So this deletion effects combos with some of the other cards, specifically ChaosGallantmon. That's great, and again, there's some level 5s here that you want to get off. But I don't know. If you what if instead of this you just had a level 5? So I didn't end up choosing this. Demonic Disaster, I may place this one. So delete one of your Digimon to suspend one of your purple Digimon. So it's effectively like these guys, right? So you may delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. So, and it costs 1, so I like that. The security effect is interesting too, because you play a level 3 Digimon from your trash. So this is not a bad card. But, again, you can't have all the options, right? You have to make some choices. And so I did prefer Hellscape, I did prefer Jackraid, I did prefer the Omnimon. I could see this being helpful because at least you get to swing again, potentially. Not sure. Madashida from the starter, so when one of your Digimon is deleted, suspend this tamer to gain a memory. You're going to have stuff deleted, and so definitely in the game, you'll have 2, 3, 4 Digimon that are gone. Having that +1 is great. If you have multiple of these, you can be +2, and it's cheap. It costs 2 to play. You can activate some security, but it wasn't consistent enough for me, and drawing this in the beginning was fine. Drawing this end of the game was worthless. I like Mimi. When a player uses an option, suspend the tamer to gain a memory, especially because you can use this on your opponent's turn. And then this deck has a couple options, so you can use this with yourself. But not every single deck runs a bunch of options. Some decks will just run a bunch of level 7s. So, problems there. Digimon. So, if both players trash the top 5 cards of your decks when Digivolving, on deletion, if you have a tamer in play, you may play a level 6 Gallantmon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its cost. So this combo is great because this is a ChaosGallantmon deck, in a way. But this deck has no tamers. And so, there is a purple mat, and so I'll try to show this on the screen. So if you had the purple mat and you had like 2 or 3 or 4 of those, maybe the other purple mat, and then maybe some of these, maybe something like this can be useful, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have the other stuff, right? ChaosGallantmon for free is great, but then you don't get the one Digivolving effect of the killing on level 5. So I'm not sure. Again, different choices that y'all can make. And that's my purple deck. So again, 5 eggs. I have 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, plus 4 16 rookies. So this is a little bit heavier on the rookie side, but I do think rookies are more important in the deck when all of your megas try to get these to come out. And so I did sacrifice, normally the ratio is supposed to be like what, 14, 12, 8, 6, and then 10 for other things. So I did sacrifice 2 of the other things for rookies, but I do think in this particular deck, you want to have your rookies out. You want to have this come out early. You want to get them trashed early, even more importantly, so that you can start bringing them back and get your chains going. Right, so your champions, 2 these, 2 these, 2 these, that's 6. And 2 of these, 2 these, 2 of these. These are probably, I want to playtest more. The other 6 I feel are more standard utility in purple decks generally. Probably I'll have those, combination of those in any purple deck. These are my playtest. I like the Meramon Evolving for 1, but maybe I'd rather just have 3 and 3. Not sure. Ultimates. So right now I have 3 and 1. I only have 3 of these Black Orc Rama, so if I get a 4th, I would add it. But in the meantime, where Garurumon is fine. I don't foresee myself using the Digiburst too often, but you know, again, 4 might be preferable. 2 Lady Devies, 2 Skullmarimons. Lady Devimon is great. Helps you find what you need from your deck. Could I see that replacing Skullmarimon? Yeah, I could see that. For this particular deck, I do think the leading stuff is important, so probably would keep these 4, but probably not more than 4. So I do think half of your ultimates doing the deletion is great, and then the other half, just giving you general purple utility, are great. That's 8. Three of these. Long term, I might replace this for Metal Garurumon, but you know, 2D. In the meantime, these are my other 3 megas, so 2 Chaos Gallants, 1 Metal Garurumon. This leaves me with 8 option slots of 8 left. 2 Omnimon Zwarts. Long term, I could see myself just having 1. You'll never want to draw 2, right? 1 is enough. The second one, if you draw it, you're going to want to discard it, which is not a lot of utility. 1 is great, 2 is not great. But you know, do you want to see 1 in the game? Probably. So keep 1, keep 2 for now. Sorry about that. Currently running 3 Jack Raids. Definitely can't go wrong with 4. And then I'm running 2 Hell's Gates and then 1 Back for Revenge. And that's the deck. And so let's show the star of the deck while we conclude the video. So I do want to shout out, not shout out, but just want to discuss the market a little bit. It's been a little bit funny with the Lucemon announcement. Lucemon cards spiked. I was able to get some before the price spike, but man, it's a pricey card. But what else? What else is on my mind? I do have an eBay page, so if you guys want to support me and support, you know, me making these videos, you know, make sure that people don't get those cards too deeply on sale. So I'll just link to my general profile. Currently I'm selling an Omnimon Zwart Defeat, so the secret rare BT5 Omnimon, Battle of Omni, and then I'm also selling the ChaosGallantmon Balder Arm. So I did have a yellow deck, but haven't really liked where it's gone. I do think Lord Nightmon might be the better way to take the yellow decks. That might be my deck in the next profile whenever those cards get here. And so that's available for y'all. So if you guys want to get a ChaosGallantmon Balder Arm, that's that'll be in my page. What else? And on the horizon, I might do my yellow deck profile. I might do another profile on my blue and my red now that I've kind of figured out the format for how to make these videos. And I have had a few edits to my red deck and a few more edits to my blue deck. You know, also interested in doing a video just on the market. Again, I'm seeing my Digimon content is quite popular, so you know, and I love the material, so I'm happy to keep going with this. And yeah, so again, apologies for some of the focusing that happened while recording. I can't quite see what I'm recording while I'm, you know, the way I'm holding the camera. So apologies for that, but you know, we'll work on those as we keep doing things. Thank you guys for the attention. Sorry for all the edits as I just crop out my mistakes. Have a good day.